Hello, everybody. Welcome to So Cards. And if any part of this reading resonate, please like, comment, share, or subscribe. I would definitely love to hear from you guys. And if you would like to book a reading with me, all the information is on the description below. Okay, so finally, right out, the first cards here, we have the first card that says Deep Intuition. And then followed by that, it says, anything you want to find, it's out there somewhere. So, all right, definitely your person getting hints of their intuition about the connection, fully being aware of what is really going on, and really finding clarity within, and also kind of the universe really letting know your person, like, if this is what you really want, you should go for it. And with this card here right out that says slow change, definitely things are changing for you, but it's been really stagnant and slow. I feel like your person's curiosity, little by little, is making space for you. They're making space for you. They're learning how to change. They're learning about spirituality. They're learning about twin flames. They really want to nourish you. They really want to make the best of it. We have a card that says, be clear about what you want. And then we have clarity of mind. So a whole lot of clarity. A whole lot of clarity coming in your person's intuition, really letting them know about these changes that they should do moving forward with you. And we have this message right here that says, seek inspiration, unusual change. So I do feel bigly that your person is seeking you as a source of inspiration. They're seeing you as a source of inspiration. It might have been that you have been posting things online that do truly inspire people. And yeah, we have the music card here, and followed by inspiration, followed by text message, them letting you know that that you truly do inspire them. Yeah. Like it says, a thing that says, a card that says here, stop and let it all grow around for you a little bit. So definitely your person was stopped on track by the universe if they were going, if they weren't like coming forward, if they weren't being there for you when you truly needed them. They are receiving a whole lot of signs that they needed to stop on their tracks and really rethink what they were doing. Because you are getting, you are in this person's life for a reason. You are getting ready to be, nourished. That's an energy that we're getting. You're getting nourished by this person. This person really feels like you're really yourself, like you're your authentic self. And that's what really makes the connection really sacred. Another big thing that's really coming for me, and this is not something that we have in the cards, but it's that you are like, they are not going to be able to replace your energy ever. This all happened for a reason. Your person is finally seeing things for what they truly are. And I just see that with you, like they're going to be able to have a certain level of growth that they're not going to be able to have elsewhere. But the thing is that it's been a very slow change. And that was like kind of the first message out, slow change. So it's definitely a slow change between you and your person really going on right now. But it's all for a reason. They're having really deep thoughts. Their intuition is really deep right now. It's like they are becoming way more spiritual than when they truly thought. God is really changing them all at once in a physical way, while God has been molding you. But you do have this faded thing coming in with your person, where I feel like if your person has been in a player energy, because I do get that maybe your person has been kind of in a player energy, and this could come in a multiple of ways. Not necessarily being a player, but you guys know what I mean. They are walking away from everything because they know about this twin flame connection, and they want to make things right between the both of you. There's a card here that says you look too mature for healing. So this is an energy that we had yesterday, and I'm not going to go a whole lot into their energies today, but I can do say that you are coming way more mature than this energy that they were dealing with. They have this clarity of mind that they need to make the effort, even though it's very slow for them. Well, I feel like you're over here trying to jump the cliff. But it says, I am connected to you. And then we have a card that says, this is so ironic. It says, what are you waiting for? And then followed by that here, we have, yes, you can. So your person intuition is so tired. Their higher self is so tired of being away from you. Because over there in the 5D, everybody do have emotions too. They think like you. They are like you. They have the senses like you. You don't really change much. The only thing that you don't have the ego. It's all the good of you. So imagine just a good version of you. And their intuition is letting them know, yes, you can. Like, this is all for a reason. You are connected to this person. What are you really waiting for? I want to be with this person. Their own soul is letting them know, I want to be with this person. It's that ego energy that was kind of keeping them behind. Because it took some time for God to mold them into really getting rid of this energy that's the runner, or the energy that's going to neglect the part of the twin flame journey. Because humans, at the end of the day, you guys, if you're a normal human, and I don't even know if that came out really well, normal human, but you know, people who are spiritually gifted, they kind of, or maybe you feel like growing up you weren't that normal, but being a normal person is living your 3D life, right? Not living really in the 5D. But since you are being elevated, you have been living more of a 5D life because you've been living more in the future, like really wanting to connect with this person. And for your person, God, before they came into this twin flame connection, they really needed to get rid of that energy that keeps you both away. Because there's different degrees to twin flames. And I don't know if this is going to make sense to everybody. It might make sense to the ones who are more spiritually inclined. And then, but there's different degrees. All right. So there are twin flames that are way more spiritual than others, depending on the level of your soul, depending on the good karma that you have done in previous lifetime with God, you and your twin flame. So the more you do good, the higher you rank. it is totally different than now age, because I'm not saying that spiritual marriages didn't happen before in the 5D, but there's something that's happening different behind the scenes that I could truly tell you that God is doing. And God is getting all these soulmates connection and all these twin flame connections together in this lifetime intensified way more than ever before, because I believe that God is getting us ready to go to heaven, go to our new earth, because let's admit it, times are chaotic. A lot of biblical things that have been written years and years in the Bible are happening now. God is getting us ready for maybe the return of Jesus or the end of times. I'm not saying that you need to live like, oh my God, it's going to be the end of times, but God is getting us ready for something. So there is different levels to spirituality for the twin flame, and depending also on who you are in your life. So let's say if you are a person who you are a mother or you're a father, and you have children and you need to take care of these people, God is not going to give you the baggage of living fully in the 5D. You are going to live a more 3D-listically twin flame journey, which is you and your twin flame come together to little by little get rid of your egos. Now, the twin flames who are more highly ranked, the twin flames who see numbers like crazy every microsecond of the day, you see your person's name 100 times a day. You are, and you feel like if you, like you might feel like you're developing gifts, or you might feel like you're a reader, or certain things are developing within you. God is not going to allow you and your person to get in together in this journey until your egos are fully out of the way. Because you are the perfect mirror for that ego energy. And in the 5D, that ego energy, little by little, forms itself like a little human, and it has emotions too. Don't insult your egos. Talk good about them, because they are you. Trust me, they are the old version of you. They are the old version of you. They might be sitting there and they're reading and be like, oh my God, yes, Annie's talking good about me. Good. She better talk good about me. Literally, that's the type of energy that an ego has in the 5D, guys. Like, if you were a smart person when you were a kid, your ego is going to be smart. You leave that behind, the ego starts forming itself. And the reason the ego forms itself is because it's a mechanism of defense that the human built over time. So let's say when you're born a baby, you're born whole with no ego, but little by little, when you start getting all this knowledge, you start getting all these things, you start getting scared and all this, you start forming that little human that's called the ego in the 5D. And that's the perfect mirror for your twin flame. So the ones who are highly, highly, highly spiritual, the ones who kind of live more in the 5D than the 3D, which is okay, guys. If you're more in the 3D and you're living more of a physical life, that's really cool. So that's why the ones who are highly, highly spiritual have zero communication. And the ones who live more of a 3D-listically twin flame journey, you get little hints of your twin flame, or you get little communications, or you might see them here and there. You might see them in a concert. You might see them in a conference call. You might see them in a travel, in a dinner, or whatever. Like, you saw them. But the ones who are highly spiritual, God is not even going to allow this person to come forward. Like, you might have seen them once when you first met them. And that was to trigger your egos, so God could let you know, like, hey, this is the mirror of your person, even though you didn't realize it at first when you were there with your person. But when you saw them, something in you took over control that you couldn't really explain. And then when you finally got out of it, you're like, what the heck happened? And I don't know if that resonates for anybody, but the highly spirituals will definitely understand, because it's something that your ego takes over control over your body, and you're not able to control what you do and what you say. And like, your ego, it's all the old of you. So if you used to behave in a certain way before, if you used to be very argumentative, if you used to lie a lot or whatever, I don't know, anything, it doesn't have to be negative, it could be positive too, but that's going to reflect in your person's twin flame. So that's why God has made you wait. This is why this divine timing card here, followed by this twin flame card, divine timing is at stake for the both parts, for the ones who live, for the ones who come together to get rid of your egos together, and for the ones who come together in their higher self mode and there's no ego involved. It's the same. It's like whatever part is it, it's all for a reason, you know. The ones who live more of the spiritual, they might have more spiritual communication as well, where you might have more dreams. You might have these crazy senses where you're like feeling like your person is literally staring at you, because they are. They're how I said about the frequencies. We listen from 20 to 20,000 kilohertz. After those 20,000, that's where the 5D comes in. The thing is that in this physical realm where you're standing right now, the 5D is there right now. But since you can't listen more than 20,000, you can't see the 5D. You can't see God. But God has a system behind the scene where this person comes in a moment of your life and they become part of the 5D with you. That's why you kind of feel like maybe you're sensing their energy. That's why you kind of feel maybe this person is staring at me. Like, why do I feel like they're looking at me? Because they are. God and your person right now, they're in a very spiritual side with you, because you are meant to really come into these journeys together already. And it's all about divine timing. I do see your person really shifting. We have this card that says you are always shifting. So definitely big shifts that are happening, because we are always consistently shifting. And if your person have been stagnant, they are shifting as well, is what I'm getting. They don't want to wait more time. They want to really take action to really coming forward, because they do feel like they can. They do feel like, you know, things could be a little bit different between the both of you. We have a card that says celebrate little things. So I see definitely some sort of celebration coming in with you and your person. You both are going to be celebrating. And we have here, let it flow and let it grow. So your person bigly is starting to let things flow, and you as well, even though your person might come in a little weird way, because God has, you might think it might be like in a text message, they're going to leave you this lovely whatever, and that might be the case, you know. I'm not saying that's not the case, but God, when you're thinking one thing, God has a very mysterious way to really show otherwise of what's gonna happen. Trust me, you're not even gonna believe it, because when it starts to come into union time, which tap yourselves in the back, guys, because you guys are coming into union time. That's the confirmation that I'm having. If you've been feeling like you're not coming into this union time, you're coming into this union time. You're coming into this beautiful family and secured, fated thing with your person. It's gonna flow really well. You guys just need to be a little bit more gentle with yourselves and really just go with the flow right now. Go with the flow, because you have this beautiful sacred marriage that's really starting to unfold itself on, like, in your person's eyes. They are seeing the light, which is kind of you. They do want these changes for the both of you. Another thing that's really sticking out here is, you know, gratitude and release. So definitely you are going to be grateful, and you are going to be releasing this moment of your life. You might be seeing a lot of 9s, meaning that there's going to be certain endings. We have here, give it the time it needs. So you have given your person the time that they need. Your person has taken their time. Your person has had time to reflect. Your person has had time to get away from certain energies. And they're coming in with this reconciliation. They're coming in wanting, like, I do see you being super fastly married because you guys are already in this arranged spiritual marriage by God, which is kind of crazy, but that is what we're having nowadays. A lot of spiritual marriages where if it even happened in the previous lifetime, because I'm not saying that, no, because when you come into a spiritual marriage in the 5D with God, it means you already graduated. You are not coming back to this earth because you can't get a divorce in heaven from your person. How it works is, in previous lifetime, you guys don't make it to the spiritual marriage or the 5D. It's a process that take lifetimes. That's why we come into this world and we don't remember previous lifetimes, because if we did, we would be like, oh my God, you even carry baggages of your previous lifetime when you come into this earth without even realizing it. And you guys have finally graduated with this sacred marriage. And you are going to be really grateful in the near future about this because you have finally graduated. Like, all these spiritual marriages that are coming in together are finally graduated because, how I said, like in the previous lifetime, you, like, let's say you come into this earth and then you go to heaven. You there's a moment that you go to heaven and you stay there for a bit, and then you come into agreement with God of what you're going to do in this lifetime. And we know everything that we're going to live. But when we come into this earth, guess what? We forget. But our souls know. Our souls know. So how God does it is that if you and your person are separated in a previous lifetime, you and your person, like they say everybody knows each other in heaven. It's true. Everybody does know each other in heaven. But you're not going to see someone walking there and here just because everybody knows each other. No. In your heaven, you and your person are not even going to meet because you, like, how it's different dimensions in heaven, different frequencies. God will keep you in a different dimension in heaven because people don't really understand how good is to behave and be faithful to God, because you know what? Heaven even has certain levels to it, depending on how you've behaved. And not saying that it's not the same thing in heaven, like, oh, you're going to receive more luxury and here and there, because at the end of the day, I'm just saying what I kind of know, because maybe I have been to heaven, but who knows? But what I could say is that you are kept in different dimensions in heaven until God is like, hey, it's time for you to go back. You are going to go back to earth. This is what you're going to do. You're going to have this twin flame journey. You are going to come into your twin flame journey. Are you ready? Yes. Boom. Your soul comes. And then either you are born first, or then your person is born first. Either or. There could be an age gap. There's usually an age gap between twin flames. But with this romance feelings and with this give it the time it needs, your person is going to give you all the time. Like, some people are going to be very jealous. Some people are going to be, but who cares? Some people are going to think this person is crazy for changing out of the nowhere, but who cares? As long as you and your person are happy, and as long as you and your person are closer to God. So a beautiful, beautiful energy that we're having today from the twin flame journey right here, where your person is finally getting out of this energy, because for your person, it is very risky to come forward. It is really risky to come forward to you, but for you it's not, because you've been here like, okay, when right? But for them it really is. And if this is for anybody who has children, because not everybody has children, but if you've been alone with your finances and your children, no more. Your person is getting really overprotective over your children, your people, and your energy, because you are their twin flame. So whoever is important to you, you are guys are starting to marry each other, and like you're hot. Finally, I'm feeling like God is getting this person's ego out of the way, where their higher selves is finally marrying your higher selves within their energy. So whatever is important to you is being really important to them. And we have the I miss you card here, followed by destiny. So this is a destined thing really going on. They truly do miss you. They truly do want to come in and make things different. They are releasing now everything that they need to release to really come forward. And when I was saying releasing, we have this card that says, enemy, watch your back. So hello, the enemy, you already know who they're releasing. They're releasing this third energy. And I didn't want to talk about third energies, but a message that I have earlier here is a card that said it's not a competition. And definitely this third energy really is going to be angry. They're going to be angry. They're going to be really upset. They wanted to keep your person in this unhealthy environment. They do want to try to reconnect with this person, but they don't really understand that while they were in this connection with them, and for them, they were thinking like this was all real, the third party, you were at the same time going through the spiritual marriage. How does that sound? You were going through the spiritual marriage at the same time this person was in this relationship, behind the scenes, with God himself. And I'm not saying that God is doing dirty to anybody or anything like that. Not the case. What I'm saying is God knows what's best for our soul. Right? So you can't go against God. You can't go against your journey. This is what I have for you. This is the contract that you signed in heaven before coming to this earth. You can't break your contract. That's what the agreement that I was talking about. There's these contracts that we literally sign with God, literally in the sky before coming here. It's like, do you agree to this? Yes, I do. And then when we come here, we forget. And then when we're going in the peak in the moment, we're like, can you please take me out of this? Right? But your person is getting ready to ask you out. Whoever this energy, whoever they were dealing with, you guys could feel certain that there's really no second chances coming back, because you're going to be hearing from them. You're going to be communicating with them pretty soon. You are going to be starting to date them. They're going to come and see you, or you're going to come and see them, or they might come to see you and then you might leave with them. If you guys are in a distance, beautiful energy. I do feel like your person does hold high power and status in what they do. So whoever they were dealing with did want to kind of keep them stagnant to really live out of their pocket. And this was illuminated by God in certain ways. So, yeah, definitely soulmate energy. This moment of no contact is coming to an end with your person. A soul contract energy, twin flame energy, a lot of soul energy. Everything is coming into perfect alignment, and you guys can really get ready to really start kind of enjoying the energy of this twin flame journey coming in for you guys. All right, so I'm gonna leave it right here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you would like to book a reading with me, all the information is on the description below. I will talk to you guys next time.